Hey guys, it's Disco Spider, and I vaguely remember reading The Little Prince book as a kid, but I don't remember any of the details from the book. So this review will be based on someone who has no knowledge of the original book whatsoever. So this movie is divided into two plots. The first one is the Little Prince part of the movie. The story does not make any sense to me whatsoever. I don't know if the story was originally from the book, and if it is, then the book doesn't make any sense. To me, at least. I don't understand a lot of the plot. I don't understand why there's one person on every planet. I don't know what happened to the fox. In fact, all the characters from The Little Prince, I don't understand. We have a rose and a snake. I don't understand it. And the movie doesn't focus on telling us what they represent or something like that. They just go, I guess, faithful to the book, if those things were from the book, because I don't remember. But still, for a person who hasn't read the book, they are really confusing. It's kind of hard to understand the movie, at least this plot. But the animation definitely makes up for the confusing plot. The animation is amazing. It's stop motion, but it's in this paper type style. I guess kind of like South Park, but looks nicer. It just looks amazing because The Little Prince is just drawings. And they use that to its advantage. It does look like the book, since I have seen a few drawings from the book, and they look great. And just the way they move feels like drawings, but it just still feels natural. Then we have our main story starring a little girl who does not want to be a grown-up. At first, she, plans her future way ahead, but then meeting an old guy who is the author of The Little Prince, decides that she does not want to grow up and she wants to remain a child and just be imaginative. Because the Little Prince plot, I did not like the story, but I did love the animation. But for this plot, it is the opposite, where I love the story here, but I don't like the animation. I think the plot here is great. I love how they captured what it's like to be a kid, and how growing up is an essential, but forgetting what it's like to have an imagination and to do all these really childish things isn't a bad thing. And I like how they tackle that in this movie. And I think it's the greatest part of the movie is this plot here, and how they developed all these characters in a sense. And the characters here are amazing too. You have the little girl who represents, the kid who wants to be, an adult, but then realizes that being imaginative is fun. And we have the mom who is the grown-up who wants to just do great and doesn't have time for fooling around. And then we have the old man who is probably the best character, who has a lot of development, or not a lot of development, but he has a lot to his character, and he represents, the grown-up who is still a kid. But as for the animation, the CGI, I guess, is tolerable, but the way the characters move and their designs, they don't look appealing. Especially the movement. The movement is too easily, you can easily tell it's a CGI film, unlike movies like Inside Out or any other Pixar film, that the movement just looks so real and believable, like these are actual people. But this movie, you can tell that is computer generated. So overall, this was a good movie. There are parts that I loved, the parts that I liked, and there's parts that I didn't like that much. As for my recommendation, I would say, for the fans of the original The Little Prince book, definitely go watch this movie. I heard that they pulled this movie out of theaters, so if you can find it anywhere, then I say go ahead, give it a watch. It isn't a bad movie, or even a meh movie. It's a good movie. So yeah, I'm the Disco Spider. Peace out.